lay the smack down here. Right, well, I should have kept my eye on that. And now the Pegu wish to rise up as well. Oh yeah, rebel sentiment. It's a thing. It's a very painful thing. Oh, somebody's locked into Mazab there. 24th. 3rd, 1st. Good. That should dispatch you. Let's keep you locked in there as best I can. I'd actually like them to not get that at all, so I should destroy them and then go back for it. It's a long way from me being able to make peace with Tuniz separately, but I will do all I can on that front. Hope this doesn't backfire. I also hope I don't miss them. This area is a good breeding ground for just crushing small armies. But it does come at the cost of not getting this dealt with. Could always defensive edict it. Yeah, just in case I don't come back here for a while. Costs dosh. Costs dosh worth considering. But we gotta do what we gotta do. And that includes keeping Trent okay. The generals we've rolled are actually surprisingly bad at warfare. Lawler Skater's about the only one that I really want in battle right now. Oh well, Kudafin's just gonna have to prove their mettle in battle. Alright, good, I got Navarra done, which means Navarra is getting fortified. And you are getting upgraded so that nobody can enter Hispania. Size that freaking elephant compared to the horse. They're running away. But the British are involved, so let's try and scoop up the British, take this back, and then finally deal with Morocco. Speaking of, let's take them out there as well if we can. 14%. I'm hoping to hold out. Are you even supposed to take the inland provinces off of Tuniz? Supposed to? I mean, I'm just taking this. I'm not pushing the glasses right up the forehead going, actually. I'm taking what feels right. Wow, I got so little war score out of that. Come on, man. It's meant to be show superiority. I showed my superiority. Can't ignore the existence of the Swiss in all of this as well. They're sieging me down. Oh, buggery, the British. Well, we got a fair share of problems here. In the interest of getting a faster peace, maybe I could go for a modest peace deal. Much as I hate going for modesty. Osteras. Damn it, I'm gonna have to turn back on the British. He's gonna interrupt my coring here. I need the cores done so that I stop getting all of the overextension events. Costs a lot of admin, don't like that, but I want to keep getting innovativeness. Nice, we're able to hold out there. If I grab these two forts and then split up, Tuniz's days are numbered. Well, in no uncertain terms, Southeast Asia has seen better days, but we shall deal with that accordingly. Oh god, I ran into mountains for this battle. That's not good. I wasn't even thinking about that here. And zealots for my Croatian friends. That's all bad news. It's certainly not good news. How's he for fortifications? He won't die to them, will he? I'd hate for him to flip to reformed after everything. Oh yeah, can't forget that my subject is in this war. There we go, no more nasty overextension events for me, at least for a little while. And an opportunity to secure a pretty big win against the British here. I mean, I'll take multiple smaller wins, but I want them dead. At least the Ottomans are dying horribly. That'll make anybody feel better. Harsh treatment cost reduction could have been good during all those rebel times. Otherwise, none of this really helps me that much, does it? Not that I can think right now, so I'll pause on it. Alright, that should be the end of the British, but you never really know. Okay, good, they're taking care of their rebels there. And this stuff is protected by a pretty good fort. You guys, yeah, okay, that kind of blew. This is woods, and there are a lot of potential reinforcements, so I'm not going gung-ho into that. Yeah, I need to start winning more battles. Well, again, that's why the British are here. Pop. That got me some nice war score out of it. This is not protected by a fort zone of control, so I'll stick you on it to reclaim it. I'm going to keep killing off the Catholic Portuguese. I'm glad I signed the... no, you guys are still there. Fine, you take care of that. You guys stick together. There's another battle to be won, and then maybe you can eventually deal with the rebels down here. Oh yeah, bugger. Gotta hand it to Wallace, it puts up with a lot of punishment. Good thing I upgraded it. Okay, you guys seem to be about as ready as you can be for all these rebels. Go and hold out in that jungle, please. The Great Leon is ours. Why did you have to say hunting horn in chat? I'm already trying to fight the urge to load up Monster Hunter World. I've been installing it today. It took forever. Even on Scandinavian internet. Which was frightening. It shouldn't take that long. I wonder if I can convince the Swiss to leave that siege. Or do they think they're badass? Well, they probably think they're badass because this army is way too small. Alright, let's dig real deep here. I need a bigger, better army to defend Italia with. 40k just isn't pulling it in anymore. What's the... 34, huh? I need 10 infantry and at least 4 more cannons. There. That's the new army to defend Italia. At least Bulgaria's dead, he's going to stop costing me. But our enemies have opened... Oh no, he's still alive. That was not the plan, Bulgaria. Maybe I should put... Oh, I can't put a march on Skutage. Why did I march him? Is this what your brain is like on Balkan? Alright, rebels coming up. Come and have a go. Right, I completely ignored you for a bit, but you've done a good job. You managed to blow off the walls there. Let's have you help out with the siege a bit. I hope none of my cores are being prevented right now. Yeah, Asteras is. Otherwise, these are okay, at least until Mecklenburg start having their grotty way with my provinces. So let's just scoop them up. Dig them out. Nicely done. Our overextension right now is at a paltry 50%. We could certainly take a whole lot more. In fact, I can almost take this, which is only 19%. I really could go for broke. But I don't know. There's no need to take this garbage land right now. Taking money is always nice, though. I should do that. If I take this fort, which shouldn't take too long, I should be able to do whatever I want to Tunis. And I want. Westeros is back in control. I want this built so fast, please. Army professionalism, that's very nice. The nobility hate me, as they always do. Good evening, Jake. Hope you are all well. Coalition war is getting a bit crushing right now. However, during them all, we have continued to grow. And what's most important, our name placement is spectacular. Oh, that is not spectacular. The British are coming. Well, let's cut our losses from that battle. Damn, they're just asking for me to keep mopping them up here. It's war score, so how can I say no to it? Alright, I should be able to hold out in the hills here and take care of you. I want that supply limit, but killing grounds is too good to pass up right now. And Tech 21 is also phenomenal. What did we get? Swivel cannon? I'll take it now, because morale on the cannons on the back row is not a big deal, as long as they stay on the back row. Cores are rolling in, just rolling on in. Ah, crap, I can't even go across here because I don't have Edirene. What would be really bad is if I crossed over and then I can't come back. So let's try not to have that happen. You blow. Let's have Kudafin on this. At least you have the maneuver to get through. And then I'll be attacking you. That's okay. A battle's a battle. Especially when it gives war score in a coalition war. I warned you about Stepwolf being a pathway to Balkan abilities many consider to be unnatural, says Mordkalb. I know, but it tasted so sweet. It seemed right. Oh, Naxos. I wish I had a funny name to give Naxos right now, but I don't. Am I in prime position to get manufactories, by the way? I should do. I have tons of manufactories. And they're in stated lands. On that note. Not that there are manufactories around here, but I do want this land stated. Oh right, costs a lot of admin, and I just vusked my admin. And I can't change it back over there till 53. Oh well. You live, you learn. Get these suckers together on that province. It's got tons of supply limit in Manly Mantua. Is that because of the livestock? Why, yes it is, Barry. Wait, the Mamluks are still digesting the Ottomans here. This is wonderful. I think the Mamluks are going to get all their cores back. And it's also not wonderful because the Mamluks are my next target and they're going to be stronger. And then the Ottomans will probably take advantage of me beating them up, then have a reconquest, and the whole charade just keeps on going and going. 4th of June, huh? I won't be able to beat you there. No way, no how. Even if I force-marched my way there, that'd be too slow. Well, ho-hum. Your job is to defend this whole theater. Ah, I thought that was manufactories. I was all ready to do the clap and slap. That's a lot of reading for what amounts to... God, that's no prestige at all. National Unrest guy is pretty awesome. I would like that. We already have an Unrest guy, but not this cheap. And you're Venetian. We like Venetian. So I'm even going to promote you to get more admin. What? Did not foresee that, actually. Oh well. Okay, I've mostly pacified the rebels around here. Gonna finish off the ones over in Tavoy. Tavoy. Discount Southeast Asian Savoy. Why are you guys not taking care of this? There we go. Right, so I got all this stuff. I should be able to make my peace with you now. They're happy to do it because I took all their land from them. Oh wow, you'll give me the whole shebang of what I asked for, which is good. I don't really care about your alliance with Morocco or Granada. I just want you done with. Unfortunately, I've lost a lot of war score against Morocco. But that's okay. The Mamluks go down next, so I should build a spy network on them, or at least start to. I did start that, right? Yeah, good. Nicely done. Didn't mess up my name placement, although it sags down a bit now. Making these cores might be a bit tough, but we gotta get going with it. Why can't I do Sfax? Okay, both of those are under siege. That makes a bit of sense. I just want to finish off with Morocco. There's no need for us to be at war, really. Fez is a good enough fort. King Toto has 4 siege. He should be able to take care of that. And that'll wrap up this war. And then next up is the Mamluks. The Mamluks are lacking in friends, so it'll be a nice and happy journey into Egypt. Kin. Dismantle the fort on Adventure Island. I wonder about that. Yeah, I guess we will. I couldn't foresee any use for it right now, and since I don't have the... that's 3 war score just gone there. Since I don't have the naval supremacy to make it work for me... Oh. Bummer. Tried my best to improve relations with Mamluks. I didn't even consider they would join the coalition. That said, the coalition doesn't really exist. I'm at war with it all. So if I slam directly into the Mamluks as soon as possible, there'll be nothing else to worry about unless I have a lot of truces that are about to expire. I see Brazil, I see Ternate. Should be okay. Treason. Sure, I mean, I've already got rebels. Okay, I don't want to cut this too fast and loose. Let's try to actually defend Italia here. Also, I can't cross over here. So, I really don't want to lose that. You know what, we'll leave the war over here for King Toto. He should be fast enough. If he gets Fez and flips Ceuta, that should be enough to peace out with Morocco. Why are you keeping the fort in Morea? I don't have an answer to that, so let's get rid of it. Should be pretty obvious why I'm keeping the fort in Sugla. And Transoxania is big. And I have aggressive expansion over there. Let's try to keep the big guys over here from from wanting to coalition me right now. I was too late to catch you. You let it catch you? Just try to wrap up a few battles there, you know how it goes. It'll take something and a half to get these guys off my back, but we'll work on it. Excellent. That's almost all of the Portuguese. They'll be the next to fall. Ooh, that's expensive. I should probably really consider being Defender of the Faith so that I get that extra everything. Done. Don't know why I didn't do that ages ago. Probably too tight-fisted to spend the money. S-Fax can be done now, but I'm still blocked from Tatooine. It's alright, they'll all be unblocked when I... Oh, thank God we've dealt with these rebels. Don't get me wrong, I still think I made the right choice in embracing Rebel Sandwich during all that. Because it allowed us to do one hell of a land grab. But it was still pretty painful chewing through it all. Okay, that's our big old army put together here. Will the Swiss reinforce? Well, we can consider that when we actually consider who's going to be doing the fighting. Lawler Skater can return from their excursions over in Southeast Asia. I want you to destroy them. Then I want you to go to Wallace. And then return to Manly Mantua, please. The Swiss do want to reinforce that fight. I don't like that, but I do have killing grounds now. As long as we take names, we should be okay. Oh, they don't like that at all, do they? What a pity. Brazil, Ternate, da-da-da-da-da. Brazil surely don't have aggressive expansion. Oh no, they were formed by Portugal, so of course they have aggressive expansion against me. And am I not at war with all of these people? Best CB is not the way forward with Mamluks, no matter how tempting it is. Oh. I did say I wanted that Emperor Consort ruling. But now we're ruled by a Lithuanian who's Catholic, which is a bit... yeah. Oh well, I got it where it matters. They don't have so much looks. 382 with Brazil, says Garrett. The king is dead, long live the king, says Tricky T. Well, no, the king must come of age first. Dissolving monasteries. We didn't even know what monasteries were when we came over here. That stability cost isn't very nice, but I do like money. Yeah, let's do it. I raise stability a lot, but what you gonna do? Well, we're gonna wipe out the British, that's for one. Okay. I don't want those British making their way over here, so let's try to dissuade them from that, even though I don't want to have a fight with such a large army. Alright, the situation favors me right now, it's okay. I'm getting ticking war score, and looking at this, I'm going to need ticking war score. I could Tarnovo, Silistri. Damn, they get a lot for occupying my subject here. Let's sort that one out. Army tradition is nice. Blockade, I don't care. Not for Algarve, at least. You son of a gun. Wait, what? I'm open to a lot of things, but they should have definitely been blocked by Burgos there. Unless they arrived by boat. That's the one way they could have avoided that, because the boat actually gives them free pass to all these provinces because of the way the province system works. That said, I'm not happy with them making their way through. Alright, they can go burn themselves on something for a while. I won't stress over it. I will de-stress by crushing a bunch of Lorraines. Not spending all that money. Sadly, I was not the one to get manufactories. Who did? Nuremberg. Is Nuremberg part of what we're allowed, I wonder? I'm not that great with it, but let's say it is. Grain, livestock, wine, and fish, all losing their value. Thank you, Ice Age. Oh, look at that bugger, he's even spreading out here. Right, we'll take care of him as best we can. We're also going to take forever sieging down Morocco. With that and Ceuta down, we should be able to happily crush Morocco here. It's going to flip war score by about 11%. 12 even. So that'll work for us pretty well. Get us out of one war at least. Heavens knows we like war here. And I do like war, it's keeping it pretty action-packed for me. Leon is mountainous, let's not give him that advantage. Where's the bugger off to? Lack of forts is actually hurting me here, that's why I need my fort in Navarra. It's being built. Let's get it full cored while we're here. Full gore. There's a lot of coring to be done. I should have never taken my my focus off of admin, but I did, and I gotta live with that. Who? Austrians. Brazil has entered the coalition. So I get two options. I either kick the Mamluks out of it. Yeah, getting the Brazilians out of it's not on the cards. It's going to be hard to make them not hate me here. They have allies, Mahran Yas. But then I'm just best CBing. Which isn't really what I'm after. It would take a lot to kick them out of this, but we do hate the same people. If I were to give them a sizable gift, it would have to be very sizable at this point. Exceptionally sizable. But could I influence them instead, maybe? No, they're a great power, apparently. Well, you know what? Let's just Vasca the money to show that we don't need it. And let's tell Brazil what we think of them. We've already insulted them. When they were Brazil or when they were Portugal? Or is that just adding to the insults? Okay, Vigianagar, I don't really have any beef with you, but I'm left with no choice. Do you have a flag? Okay, well, we got something going there. It needs to be something a bit better, I dare say. What the world are you doing here, Bohemia? The answer is getting crushed, but I didn't think you'd be so keen on it. Ah, right, with this down, I should... Wow! Length of war, they hold their capital. I would have thought that Morocco would be a bit more keen on peace. But there's nothing I really want to do to them. So... I don't really have to worry about them at all. Next month I should be able to kick them out of the war. It's another length of war thing. It's a... Wow. Okay, well maybe when I'm on here. Madness. Just plain madness. I could take land off of them, but I'm not allowed the land. I don't think the Romans held this part of Africa before they held this land. Can't be too sure. I haven't memorized it year by year. Okay, there we go. I can get my piece. And get a bit of a nicer piece, actually. I wouldn't mind those raw ducats, but instead let's just get some good old-fashioned war reparations. And that ends that war, at least. Now you guys are a bit freer to move around. I should consider jumping straight onto Mamluks. So is it worth having you guys over here for that? The supply limit blows, like it super blows. Get you over to S-Fax first. And I missed the British, dang. Let's try and chase them down. Ah, this is a problem, they're just landing around here. Navarra won't guard me against that. Cowards. Surrounded by cowards. They fight me, and for what? With this, I'll be able to dismantle the coalition war, and what's a bit sad is there's nothing I could reasonably take in all of this. Or nothing I'm going to... No, that's not true. To lose can always feed. You have one core to be done in Tripoli, I believe. That would be Tatooine. Otherwise, it's just making territorial cores into full cores. Which I could really just do now. There we go. I want to kick those British out of Toledo. What are they doing here? I guess I do need it to be more defensive than I give it any credit for. I've not added defensiveness to either of these places, but I should, because they're bound to be points of contention down the line. And again, money's not much of an issue here. Internal conflicts for my good friend the Auto Friend. How's that for a conflict? Oh jeez, they're looking pretty preoccupied there. Perhaps take Venice. Well, why would I care about Crete? I really, really don't care about Crete. Maybe there's a reason to care about it, but I'm not seeing it. I guess the Venetian existence, where they keep unloading a couple units here, is a bit of an annoyance. But annoyance isn't enough for me to go, right, we're going to put an end to it here. That said, I'll move... No, wait, I came here to kill these guys. You're not the best fighter we have for it. We'll have Lawler Skater on the case. Let's improve relations just a bit with the Mamluks in the hope that they get out of my face. Where is even worth converting at this point? We'll work our way up through the Iberians. At this point, some forts would actually make a difference, I dare say. The trouble is, unless they're capital forts, I don't want the fuss. Nay, simple that. I wonder if I should start considering integrating Croatia at this point. They look nice, but that land should probably be mine by now. The sanctuaries of Christendom and capitalism of Rhodes and Crete must be destroyed. You know, the Knights have been ones that are actually not causing me grief. I don't know how they have such low aggressive expansion. Must be a religious thing. Culture, they're French. I haven't picked on the French for some time. Rome is indeed making gains, but... Palatinate. You've got a level 3 fort. I am going to peel that back a bit, or rather Toto is, just to try and secure a better peace for myself when all is said and done. Oh god, the British are making a mess there. What is the song? This is the King's Crusade from the Crusader Kings 2 soundtrack. And yes, my merchant is lazy again. He's probably going to retake these provinces, which is a bit of a pain. Let's just smash you, and then head down to Toledo. I hope Toledo holds out. Oh, I didn't even consider that there would be enemies here. least not that many of them. Yikes. Well, we gave a lot harder than we took, but I could do without losing all my manpower here. The whole point was not to charge through those armies, it was to move on to Falgraf Schaf Bahrain. Or the Palatinate, as they're known. Okay, take an alternate route then. I didn't even notice them there, but there we go. Mashed some Brits on the way. This is the problem of not having naval superiority. We're getting a bit mashed by people that invade us. And I really, really don't like that. Sorry, let's just keep hold of these. I want these 2 provinces when all's said and done. It's not a lot to demand, but I'm demanding it. Why is it called Prom? Prom is a country from Burma. A kingdom, as you will. There's somewhere I just wanted to convert, and it's already... Ah, yes, Carthage. Probably wasn't Carthage, it was on my mind, but it's on my mind now. Right. The Mamluks may leave the coalition just because the coalition is tiny. I hold out that hope. I vote that asking what Prom is worthy of time out. No, you see, traffic cone. Me, it's the 10,000th time I've heard the question, what is Prom? But for the people asking, it's the first time they ask, so it's very unfair to be so punitive against them for that. Batavia's down. I think I want to help out my poor subject. Actually have some conversions done there. I'm still spying on Castile. Why? I mean, I will make a single claim on them and then back off. There's not much else to do. As for the Ottomans, Anatolia is on the menu as soon as we have Egypt, so it would be prudent for me to grab some claims on the sucker. Dude, that's sock her. Freaking auto scum. Whoa, now they do not want me taking these provinces, do they? Let's take a chance here. Crunch. 1 in 3. Nah, I didn't get it. I was hoping I would take it in time that I'd be able to demand this in the peace table, but no. It's not something you think about, I guess, but the naval superiority that we held in the Granada campaign counted so much. Take this. These 2 forts keep me protected in Iberia, right? Well, wrong. The British can just land and do whatever, whilst they also land and do whatever here. In the Granada campaign, I held the seas, so people could only get through here. And sometimes they got through there, but they had to burn along the way. Alright, excellent. Now I can make my peace. But I want this province first. He's still keen on the war. Granted, it's not been a particularly long war. But it needs to conclude. There we go. Alright, give me those. What else will you give me? Not a whole lot. The Dosh wouldn't be any good. And there's no other land that's really on the menu for me right now. Except, I guess, Crete, but I'm not sailing over to Crete. You've got barely any money to give me as well. I'll just take money, just so that I can extend the truce that I have. Good enough. That should dissolve the coalition for the time being. And at least I made England bleed for that. to lose. Congratulations. You now own Aquitaine. And whatever this thing is called. Anguimoy. Get a grip, France. Oh well. They tried that. It didn't work. Poor France. Guaranteed by Great Britain. Oh my. Long ago I took these lands on my trip around, but well, no, I took the Cape, and then I took these off of the Castilians, and now the French have decided to colonize the coal province for me, so when I need some coal, I can go over and pick it up off of them. That's very generous of France. They've been struggling on all fronts lately. Okay, Mamluks, you should really just get out of this coalition. It's the right thing to do. I'll try to bring you above 0, see if that makes any odds. If it doesn't, I guess I'm just attacking you and Brazil. I don't want Brazil involved. I really don't want Brazil involved. But nobody else is eligible to join, I believe, at this point. Well, I have an army ready to rock and roll against them. This army is purely on defense here. I would benefit from having a second army ready to go there. So I'll get you over to next to Barcelona. And there we go, using the heavy ship from the Moroccans. Gonna miss you guys in the dev clashes. Oh, hey, Blondie, how's it going? As is often the case, you've probably been there for ages and I've just been oblivious, but oblivion is my divine shield. Post-Ottoman Balkan borders look so messy. I mean, our part is really clean, right? It's a clean Greece and Albania. And Bulgaria couldn't be cleaner. Croatia's a bit of a yeah, but... well, what you gonna do? Seriously, Mamluks, there is no point in you being in this coalition. Not a Scooby snack. Just get out so I can kill you. I struggle to think if there's anything else I could do to raise their opinion of me right now. I got nothing. Okay, no, I do have an idea of how to attack the Mamluks. It can be done in the next episode. There was a lot of fighting there. It got really grim. And honestly quite exhausting, but PRoman pulled through, and our reward is some pretty kick-ass borders. Hispania secured, Italia secured. I don't know what they called Greece, but it's secured. Even the North African borders look pretty sweet. And soon it's about to be all of this, according to that one time-lapse I saw. We need to crush into the Mamluks, and we might crush into them auto-style, which is to say, what is a truce? PRoman is taking attrition in Germania. Yeah, I forgot all about those guys. Go down to the traditional stomping grounds of Mantua, please. Great, fantastic, but there is yet more conquering to be done. Our holdings are good. In fact, when you consider what we have to take, which is here, yeah, job's half done. Job's more than half done, especially with the Ottomans crippled and spiraling through bankruptcy. Right, it's been fun, but the fun will resume tomorrow at the same time, so cheers for joining for PRoman Empire. But before you go, do remember, PRoman is a one-province miner from Burma, and not a custom nation. Cheerio.